Some cities in central Illinois are having to fork over some extra cash for storm cleanup. Champaign alone, that includes $29,000 of overtime. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is here in studio. So, Courtney, how is this being paid for?
Well, Paul, it all comes from about $250,000 they set aside for these kinds of emergencies. Now, that includes snow and ice storms, equipment replacement, and all kinds of things. Now, that $29,000 racked up just between Memorial Day and through June. On top of it, around 40 Public Works employees were already working full-time on cleanup. The city's also paying about $10,000 for a contractor to turn brush into mulch. And with all the fallen trees, Public Works leaders are already focused on replanting.
We're turning around and trying to replant many of the trees that have been lost. We're just finishing up from last summer, and so now we've got more and more mature trees that have been lost. And so there's, you have to start back with a smaller tree because you can't really can't afford to buy something that's big enough to replace a mature tree.
And what about this year compared to last year? Well, Custer says it's not too much different, except last year most of their costs were racked up within a much shorter period of time. And Urbana operations leaders say about 226 hours of overtime were used for storm cleanup. It's hard for them to say how much money that comes out to because some employees take comp days. Paul?
All right, Courtney, thanks for breaking all of that down for us. Now, Urbana sets aside $125,000 for overtime every year. Last year, it was about $2,000 over budget. That includes overtime for everything from snowstorms to tornadoes.